Milicent, do not post that.
I'm making content.
Told you to stop recording me.
Get your tissues out, people, because this one's a tearjerker. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about the most sentimental moment in the new iCarly revival. Who'd have thought we'd be making puppy dog eyes after this adorable scene involving Freddie and his stepdaughter, Milicent?
Dad?
Don't make it weird.
Sorry. Okay.
Milicent and Freddie's relationship has been tumultuous, to say the least. They've been slowly getting closer, but the I Need Space episode catapulted their closeness to a new level that fans can't get enough of.
Congrats, you're my new CDO. Chief Dad Officer.
Will Milicent and Freddie finally have that coveted loving relationship? Let's find out. If you're a fan of film and television, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel for more iCarly clips like this.
Milicent's minions? Love? Take that, Miss Kiki.
Now, let's get to it. The first time we saw these two together, they weren't as close as possible. Milicent was more into hanging with her grandmother, Ms. Benson, and watching Toledo House flip. Whenever she's with Freddie, she isn't having the best time, and she's always joking about how independent she wants to be. Fans weren't too keen on Milicent's character in the first 3 episodes, with some calling her bratty and unnecessary. In episode 3, we see her taking advantage of Freddie's gullible and kind nature. Freddie really wants Milicent to accept him, so he lets her manipulate him with cancel culture.
Was there an apology in there?
Come on, an admission of guilt isn't enough.
Not in 2021.
Episode 3 isn't the best. None of the characters shows up as their best selves, but the relationship between Milicent and Freddie takes a nosedive when Freddie buys her a keyboard after she shames him for an old tweet about never wanting kids. The conflict doesn't fully get resolved, but in episode 4, we see him dropping Milicent off to hang out at Carly and Harper's house. This is where we get a glimpse at the loving relationship these two could have. When Freddie drops her off at Carly's place, he tells her that he loves her. She squirms a bit before catching the air kiss that Freddie blows to her. She doesn't say the words back, but she instead utters the words, same. There's hope after all. With this episode, fans started changing their perception of Milicent. Clearly, Milicent doesn't want this whole father-daughter thing to be a big deal, and we can see her vulnerability. This suggests that she may have been hurt by her own dad or is using this coldness to deflect Freddie's nurturing demeanor out of fear.
Just because you adopted me doesn't make you my dad.
Literally, it does. That is exactly what it means.
This same vulnerability was expressed in I, Robot Wedding, when she sought to protect Freddie from his own lovesick antics.
I need a mocktail. Freddie, you're with me. I gotta keep an eye on you and your tender heart.
When Freddie runs into a beautiful woman at the wedding, Milicent tries her hardest to keep him from falling in love.
Oh, are you at our table too? I'm actually Then why don't you go there?
While it seems like she was blocking a potential relationship, we discover at the end of the episode that she was saving Freddie. She states that Freddie is quick to fall for a woman who has high hopes more often than not, leading to serious heartbreak and downward spiraling. She has a point. What other guy do you know who's 28 years old with 2 divorces and an adopted stepdaughter under his belt? This brings us to the most magical moment in episode 7.
Ladies, may I present the latest Sunshine Girl, Milicent Mitchell.
Oh my God.
Watching the episode back, you'll see that Milicent not only calls Freddie dad once, but twice. At first, when she leaves the Sunshine Girls and makes Milicent's minions, Freddie sticks by her and shows that he's there for Milicent no matter what.
Look, Kiki, that's not gonna cut it. If I do the work, I should get paid.
That's my girl.
This probably led her to feel more comfortable about being emotionally vulnerable around him. As the two sit down on the couch and plot the takeover, Milicent announces that she's going to make Freddie her CDO. When Freddie asks what that means, she explains that he's the Chief Dad Officer. The acronym isn't lost on Freddie, and he gushes over the fact that she's finally called him Dad. Milicent won't fully admit this yet, saying that there were other words in the statement.
She even called me the D word.
Dumbass?
No, Dad. We're really connecting.
Milicent is simply testing the waters here. She's super excited to see Freddie so supportive of her business. He's looking for logos and making a business plan. But things take a turn when he gets too into his startup mindset and starts pushing Milicent out of her own company. Though the episode ends with Milicent and her minions voting Freddie out of the company, she finally gets the guts to call him Dad in the heartwarming scene.
Look, you may not be CDO anymore, but I guess I'll keep you on as my dad.
Our sentimental Freddie tears up a bit before Milicent asks him to not make it weird. With 6 episodes left, there's a lot that can and probably should be unpacked for these two to build a solid relationship by the season's end. Whether they do that or not, we can bet Season 2 will explore Freddie's past divorces and how he and Milicent became a father-daughter duo. You might want to keep that tissue box with you. Well, Milicent and Freddie look to be stronger than ever, but which iCarly relationship would you like to see develop further? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, then give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content just like this. See you in the next one.
It's not my job to educate you unless you pay.